David said, "What do you look like underneath all that?" So we chopped a bit off, and my hair was naturally fair, and he could really like me a bit more. And I said, "What's going on?" He said, "I'm looking for someone to play Lawrence of Arabia." Now there were about 20 Lawrence of Arabias going off. People have been trying to make that film since the 1920s. It's the silent days. And T. Lawrence himself had written a script. And at the time we made Lawrence of Arabia, Terence Rattigan had just written a script called Ross. And I did a screen test to see what I looked like. And I mugged up a few words from Seven Pillars of Wisdom, T. Lawrence's book, and did it, and David said, "Would you play it?" That's the story.
Well, they had considered some other actors. You'd be out to some fairly significant names, as I recall. Marlon Brando was considered.
Oh, yeah, yes, I know that. Yeah, lots of people.
I mean, you're acting like, I screwed that.
All I can tell you is that the script that David had prior to me was, he threw it away.
Really?
Yeah, and he asked me who were the new young playwrights in London, and they were John Osborne and Robert Boat, who was a power band. And Robert met Richard, David, and Robert completely rewrote the script.
And Winston Churchill had a script for Lawrence of Arabia too, did he not?
He did indeed. And T. Lawrence, who was, he wrote a letter to, I believe it was Alexander Corder, one of those amazing producers, saying, "Whatever you do," there could have dozens of scripts written by dozens of people. He said, "Whatever you do, don't do Winston's, because there's a battle on every page."
I read where you said that you were fortunate to work with some wonderful women, let's put it that way, over the course of your career, and I won't get into all of them, although I would love to. But the one that struck me most, that I thought was most interesting in the way you described it, was the very unique relationship that you had with Katharine Hepburn, your co-star. Played opposite of you in The Lion in Winter, where you again played Henry VII.
I was in a play in London called The Long and the Short and the Tall, about 1958-9, and I was washing my face at the end of the show, and I knock at the door, come in. "Hello, my name is Kate Hepburn. I have come to say you are a very, very And we became good friends, and remained good friends. And Kate, what can I say about Kate? Kate's everything, the ideals and aspirations of America. She was a high-stepping New England Yankee who, in her later years, wore a Confederate cap just to keep the balance and just. And she called me the Pig. "Hello, Pig. How are you this morning?"
She had to be 25 years older than you were.
We didn't do 80s, we didn't talk about it.
That was your...
Well, no, I'll tell you, Spencer Tracy died. And as you know, they were together for many, many years. 3 actresses in the world who would play it. And the first one, of course, was Kate. So I scribbled a note. We had met, as I say, and she knew each other, we knew each other. I sent her the script. And she was in Martha's Vineyard, and deeply unhappy, of course. And I thought, well, it's worth a try, it might cheer her up, and about a week or so later, the phone rang, and the voice said, "Do it before I die."
And you did. So, I don't know, I was worried that, I'm a film critic now too, and I worry that so many people here, and so many classic film lovers sort of dismiss many current films. And some of them are horrible. I've seen all 3 Twilights. I'm sure you have as well. And Twilight. Oh, you've seen all 3 toilets. But I don't know whether everybody here has had the opportunity to see the last movie for which you were nominated for an Oscar. A remarkable film. How different is it now making a film like that, the latest film for which you've been nominated for an Oscar, than looking back, whatever it had been 46 years or 44 years since you'd made Florence? Obviously totally different types of films, a very small picture as opposed to a grand epic.
No difference at all. I mean, I just turn up and do it. I don't really care about the circle. The only time I ever felt uncomfortable was long-term related, because I was a stage actor and used to do all sorts of things. And the idea I find acting very difficult. And to do it on a stage with the old Vic, with perfect text or whatever, I find trying, but I do my best. To sit on top of a camel, I feel like a